And people will stop and say, wait a minute, Chris, calm down. You can't do that. That seatbelt is a common safety feature on that vehicle that preserves and protects the life of the person driving it in case they get in an accident. And I say, exactly. That is a safety feature that preserves and protects the life of the person driving my life. The anti-gun bannos hate when people draw the similarities between firearms and vehicles. They hate doing that. The major difference is that vehicles kill way more people, if we're going to say that, kill way more people than what firearms do every year. By a landslide, by an 8-to-1 ratio. That is steep. And at the same point, one of the major differences is at the age of 16, 15 in some states, you can go and acquire your license, purchase a vehicle and own that vehicle yourself, get insurance for it, the whole nine, and now you can text and drive all you want. It's crazy how that is, because when we talk about gun confiscations or we talk about introducing new gun laws, a lot of the gun laws that's put in place have everything to do with this, the capacity of a magazine or an all-white gun ban and restriction altogether. And I take it in proper context and I say, okay, how about we look and say, how about we reduce the material on the seatbelt to 50%, since that's what we wanted to do with the capacity of a firearm, right? Or outright confiscate the seatbelt altogether. How about we do that? And people will stop and say, wait a minute, Chris, calm down. You can't do that. That seatbelt is a common safety feature on that vehicle that preserves and protects the life of the person driving it in case they get in an accident. And I say, exactly. That is a safety feature that preserves and protects the life of the person driving my life in case an accident comes up or somebody wants to accidentally kill, murder, or hurt me. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about pushing laws and legislation that overnight turns a law-abiding citizen into a criminal. What if I say, turn all of your cars in to have your seatbelts removed, and if you don't, then you're in violation of the law? I just turn them into criminals because they want to protect their lives. There are a lot of similarities that they have when you talk about vehicles and you talk about firearms. It is what it is. At the end of the day, you have a vehicle that has a serial number on it. You have a firearm that has a serial number on it. When you purchase that car, you go to what? Usually a licensed dealer to purchase that car, or you could have a private sale. Well, yeah, you can purchase this from a licensed dealer or have a private sale. What happens when you need to register that vehicle? That vehicle needs to have insurance on it and it needs to be registered. What do you think an FFL dealer is? A federally licensed firearms dealer. That's what they do. They transfer the ownership of that gun from a manufacturer to the end user. So who holds the registration? When you register your vehicle, who holds the registration on that vehicle? I'll tell you who holds the registration. The DMV or the Secretary of State holds that registration. Guess what? An FFL dealer is the Secretary of State. They are trusted with federal power to hold that registration. They have registered that gun to you, the buyer. They have taken that gun off of their books, that serial number, and that now is yours and has been transferred to you as the owner. So what is the issue here? What are we talking about? We all adhere to the same laws. We all go through these similar processes. So are we talking about the gun that's doing the killing or the person behind the gun? Are we talking about the car doing the killing or the drunk driver behind the wheel? Come on now, let's put these things in proper perspective. If we're going to enact new laws that demean or hurt or kill a person's chances of safety and survival, then why wouldn't we do the same thing with a vehicle? The comparisons across the board are the same.